A goal's a goal, mate. It doesn't bother me as long as it goes through the big sticks. I think our accuracy was a bit off on the weekend, so we need to improve that. I think we scored 20 points or something, so something we'll be working on. That's a fine, mate.
Definitely. That's a carton.
That's a carton for everyone, isn't it?
He's trying to throw it. We just looked at your fixture. Your next 9 are against teams that are currently outside the 8. I mean, it's probably the softest part of your fixture. Have you looked at it in that way, I suppose? You probably don't.
No, absolutely not. There's no such thing as an easy game. I think Ross has said that before. If you're 5% off, you'll get rolled. So we've got to prepare like we're playing against Hawthorn or Geelong or anyone. So, you know, we've got Western Bulldogs in a couple of weeks. So we're going to refresh and refocus this weekend, and then next weekend we'll be out there going our hardest.
The other thing that's noticeable is how similar or how close the record is from last year at this time last year. So, that worked out pretty well. So you must be confident where you're sitting.
Yeah, well, we're not very happy with having 4 losses, but we've got a lot to improve on. I think on the weekend was probably our best game for the year. We played some consistent footy pretty much throughout the whole game, so we'll look at that and just try and replicate that for the rest of the year.
How hard is it to replicate that as well? It seemed like the team really lifted, obviously, for Matthew Pavlich. How hard is it to keep that going in other games?
Well, we've done it before, so it was something we can do. We just got to do it again, and it's just about effort and concentration, really. If we can concentrate and keep that effort for the whole game, generally we'll get the job done.
Do you think you got back to maybe the methods you used in 2013 too, Hayden? It looked very much like the 2013 Dockers.
I think our pressure was back for sure. Chris Mayne, I think he lifted up and he pressured the hell out of the Geelong defenders, and that's something we pride ourselves on, and we got back to that on the weekend, which was great.
Why do you think that's been missing in the first few rounds?
Can't tell you really. I think it's all up here. Once we focus in and we're concentrating, I think we pressure and we play really good footy.
How's your jaw? Your face still looks a bit lopsided then?
Yeah, still a bit sore. It's more so my teeth more than my jaw now. It's just it's getting there though. So I think it's 9 days since the operation. So hopefully give it a bit of a break over the next week.
Were you worried at all the other night? Were you bracing for a hit or at any point, or how did you feel?
No, not really. I tried to just not focus on that because then obviously I'll compromise the team if I did that. So I was just focusing on what I had to do and just went as hard as I could.
You definitely saw one in a tackle. Might have been that James Kelly one, I can't remember, but you definitely copped one hit.
Yeah, it didn't tickle a couple of times, but I was expecting that. I knew I was giving a few testers on the way to the game, just giving a little tap myself, see how it was feeling. And
how long do you think you'll be playing with pain for? Do you think after the bye you should be just about right?
Well, the swelling's gone down. That was a big thing. Get all the swelling out, and just it's more so my teeth now. It's just that where it broke through the teeth. So once I can start eating a bit better, that'll be good for me. I'm starving.
How are some of the guys going to spend the time off?
A few are going down south, a few are going home to Melbourne and wherever they're from in Australia. So it's a great opportunity just to relax and have a few days to mentally have a break. And I'll be heading down south and try get a bit of sleep as well.
I don't know if you saw this. Freo's been scouting an American player at the combine over east who's 211 centimetres, pretty agile. Be good to have someone like that to feed off.
Yeah, it would be. We've already got a 211 centimetre player and big spide, so we'll see how he goes trying to ruck against Aaron in training. But yeah, that's great for the club. If we get another big boy, it'll be great.
How's your form, do you reckon, Hayden? You feel like you're up and about and playing near your best at the moment?
Probably not at my best yet. Just a few little things that haven't gone my way. I don't think I'm at my best yet, but I think against a few games at Subi there I played well. It's more so over east where I've got to lift a bit more. And on the weekend I thought I was back to pressuring and chasing and not letting the opposition have any time and space, which is what we want to do in our forward line.
We've seen you play well away at times. How do you address that, becoming more consistent away from Subiac or over?
I think it's just routine, trying to stick to the same basic principles you do at home, same sleeping patterns, same eating patterns, but it's more so that, your body, trying to get your body back to feeling good before the next game. A few 6-day breaks was a bit hard to try and get up for the following game, so that's something for me I've got to work on, is getting ready for the following game.
The team generally looked flat after a few of those 6-day breaks. Have they learned anything about how to recover, do you think, and get up off a shorter break?
No, I'm not. Well, we're always working to get better, and that's as a travelling side, we have to travel and deal with the breaks. So it's something we're always working on and trying to improve. So ice spins and beach sessions and stuff like that. It doesn't sound nice, but stuff we've got to do to get up, and it actually works really well. So the more we can do that kind of stuff, the better we'll be for the game.
How does it feel when you get reported? How does it feel when you get reported, as you were asking there?
One of the kids asked how it feels to get reported. It's not so much getting reported, it's more having to deal with Ross the next day. It's not very nice.
What does he say to you? We'll put you in the Colton Sylvia basket.
No, well, I'll keep what me and Ross say. We'll keep that private.
How's the forward line function, you think, without Michael Walters there? How much more difficult has it been?
Well, he's a massive element to our forward line with his pressure and his nous around goals. You give him half a second, he'll kick a goal 9 times out of 10. So, but he's tracking pretty well. He's off crutches pretty much. He's in a moon boot and he's starting to hobble around a bit better. So he'll I'm hoping he's going to be back for the end of the season.
Do you miss him?
Absolutely, he's my little mate. So I think we work pretty well together, and we worked each other out. I think towards last year we knew what each other were going to do and had some pretty good chemistry. So the sooner he gets back, the better the whole team's going to be, I think.
Was it a case of either one of you getting the best small defender, or do you think you're different types of players, so you've got a different type of small defender?
It's hard to say, really. I think if one of us is off, the other one picks up the slack, I think. So we work, and we bring each other into the game, I think, as well. So he's unbelievable around goals, and we all know that. So we just put it out in front of him and he'll kick a goal. And then on the flip side, he works really hard defensively now, which is really good for him.
Are you confident you'll see him again this year?
I've been asking him the question how he's feeling, and he seems pretty confident. So I'm just hoping that he's doing all the right things and ticking on the boxes to get him back by the end of the season.